Hello, my wonderful doll-loving friends. This is Annie from Annie's Playhouse. Welcome back to Kendra's LBD Boutique for another fashion. I guess it's sort of a bit of a fashion show. Today, we are taking a look at Fashion Fever outfits, and we're going to see if they fit the Barbie Basics beauties. This, of course, is Carl. So I just dressed them in robes today because I wanted to make the, the dressing that much easier. So the Fashion Fever was a wonderful line that took the place of the Fashion Avenue line. The Fashion Avenue line went till 2003, I believe, and that's when the Fashion Fever line took over. And I'm fortunate that I was a collector at that time, and I picked up several of them. So we will be doing other Fashion Fever videos. I've got a really nice line of the dolls. I even have some unboxings to do, but today we are trying on outfits that we have already unboxed. These are outfits from my stash that I've had since they came out in the, I guess, early 2000s. So I'm just going to show you, let's see, these little tags that they had these little tags hanging on the outfits. A lot of the fashion packs came in these little tubes, which I'll be able to show you in one of the upcoming videos where I actually unbox a couple of them. But they also had these tags. Now, I'm looking for the one that actually says Fashion Avenue on it, but maybe it's not here. But they had little photos of the dolls dressed in the different outfits, I guess, to tempt you to buy them. And for me, these were really very essential in being able to put these outfits back together again. They weren't all on dolls. Some of them I just had in a bin of just odds and ends of clothing, and they've really helped me put together these outfits. I do not have names for them, but you can search. There is some information on the internet about Fashion Fever dolls, and the outfits are all, they're sort of like, they're cataloged. And if you just Google Fashion Fever clothing information, you'll find it. I just keep them in baggies now to keep them together. And I just love that line. Fashion Avenue was really great, but I really love Fashion Fever because it was just unique. Fashion Avenue still had that a little bit of an old-fashioned feel. I loved it. But the Fashion Fever seemed younger. You know, like Barbie's a young girl and a teenage model. So I think that it suited her a little bit better. Oh, I should show you these outfits before I actually put it on the doll. So this one comes with this little denim skirt with a real nice little sort of cotton summery fabric that matches the little shirt that goes with it. Very nicely constructed. They used really nice denim in those days. Let's see, it just says Genuine Barbie on the tag, but there's really cute the way it's put together with these little buttons. They're little beads actually. Let's see if these pockets, they're not working pockets, but there's little detail on it that just looks really, really cute. And then the shirt is Velcroed in the back. Let's see, the skirt is as well. It has this little lace detail. The elastic has held up really well. I mean, these are 20 years old, so I'm surprised. that they've held up as well as they did. And then this little mesh top goes over it. And see, this is where I really start loving it. This would be cute, but it's not that unique, I guess. And then you throw this over it, and it just changes it to a whole other level. So let's get our beautiful Carl dressed in this. I thought she would be pretty in this. And if you've watched some of my other videos of the Barbie Basics 2025, you know that I refer to them by their face sculpts. I've not renamed them. I'm happy calling them by their face sculpts. I think they're pretty names and I enjoy them. Yeah, let's see. You know what I didn't bring is the little baggy mitt that I use sometimes to get her hands through these little, oh, that worked pretty well. These little sleeves, sometimes a little easier. Sometimes the thumbs can get stuck. So I have had a ball with the Barbie Basics 2025 dolls. And then, of course, also the kits that came out. I took a break from the kits because I wanted to get back to these dolls. I just love these 5 that all came out together in this first wave of the new Barbie Basics. And I love their bodies. I love their faces. I love their hair. And I do enjoy the, the freedom of not worrying about the wigs falling off while you're dressing them. I mean, those dolls are amazing as well. But I just wanted to get back to these guys because I fell in love with them so much when I first got them. And they just made me want to play. And, of course, the kids do the same thing. But it's a different kind of play. These girls just make me want to see what fits them. What do I have in my stash that would look good on them? And I just love dressing them. So far, this is going on her really well. So here's the little top with the mini skirt. As you can see, that went on really quickly. And let's center this mini skirt. So I'm really thrilled that the made-to-move bodies, look nice in these older clothes because I have quite a stash. It would be really sad if they did not fit because they really are just so beautifully made. Let's see, her little bracelet got stuck up there. There we go. All right. Now let's put this little vest on and see how it changes up the outfit. I'm using these little metal stands, the Kaiser stands, because they're so much more, relaxing to use because I don't have to worry about them breaking every 2 seconds. So, of course, these little mesh fabrics, be really careful with the Velcro. Now, a lot of these are available online right now. People have held on to them like I have, and for whatever reason, they're selling them, or maybe relatives have passed on, and I don't know the story behind all the ones that are out there, but the Fashion Fevers are definitely still available now. Of course, they're a lot more expensive than what they were. I paid about $5 per outfit. Pretty much that's what they ran for when I bought them from usually KB Toys or Toys R Us. I usually went to Toys R Us, but I did get some good sales at KB Toys sometimes as well. Now it's a little tricky getting this on over the other shirt, I won't lie. Let's see how it's like bunched up. Let's see. This little light doesn't want to stay on, but I love it so much. Did you get the Barbie Vanity? That was a lovely set. I think it came out just before I started collecting again when I got my Barbies out of storage, and I think they had been out for a while by the time I got mine, and I was just, I can't resist like working lights. And I just thought it was such a beautiful set with the little, necklace holder, bracelet holder, and I actually have some really nice vanities. I think it's from the Bratz collection. I think I have one. And then I have a really fancy one that came out at the 2006 Barbie convention. That was really special. You'll see it. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen it in some of my posts. Oh, by the way, on my Instagram, I'm the same as here. It's Annie's Playhouse. But, instead of the apostrophe in front of the S, it's a, that underscore, I guess is what they call it. Okay, so Velcro's in the back. See how cute that is? It just brings that whole outfit to a different, it's like extra. It's like, it reminds me a little bit of the Japanese girls who dressed, the kawaii look, or I'm sure there's all kinds of different names now for all the different looks they do, but they layer in a really sweet, colorful way and fun, just unique and fun. And let's see, what shoes would be cute with this? I didn't bring many sneakers over, like even just a simple little white, I think I had a little white shoe here. I think that would look nice. Oh, here it is. But I just love that little added touch of that little sort of vest, I guess. It's just something, you didn't have to do that, but there it is. And the whole line was like that. So if you already are familiar with Fashion Fever, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not familiar with them, it might be something you want to look into, because the quality of the clothes is, I'm not going to say it's nothing like we get today, because the Barbie style outfits are pretty nice quality, and some of the collector dolls do come out with really nice quality outfits. But for fashion packs, I think Fashion Fever rules. Look how adorable she is. Okay, so next up we have Kit. And for Kit, I thought, let's see, what would be cute for Kit? I have a couple of choices here. Well, since spring is coming, this is sort of springish. A lot of the ones that I have, or maybe it was just the line, I don't know, they sort of feel like fall a little bit more than spring. But honestly, where I live, it's, I'm taping this on, what is it today? April 10th. Actually, it's my second anniversary on Instagram that I'm taping this on. I started my Instagram account exactly 2 years ago. And it's so in April, we just had our second snowfall in April. Just this past Tuesday, like yesterday, my little grandson was shoveling my deck so that if it froze, I wouldn't fall. It's so sweet. He's 5 years old, and he did such a good job. He's such a sweetheart. But anyway, the little mini skirt fits her really well. Oh, I forgot to show it to you, too. Well, so the mini skirt has a lot of nice detail on it, too. It's just mostly stitching, but right here it is put together in pieces. Do you see that? So while it doesn't have working pockets or anything, it has these details of actual, it's not just the stitching. It's, here, let me take it back off. I can show it better. She does have molded underwear on, so we don't have to worry about any of that nonsense. See how it's stitched? So I don't know if it's actually separate pieces or they just pinched it and sewed it. I'm not sure about the construction of it. Maybe it's just pinched and then sewn. But look how beautiful. And then it gives such a nice effect. This one actually looks like it might fit the curvy. I was kind of challenged. Yeah, maybe I wonder if we should save this for the curvy. Because I was kind of challenged by what I could dress the curvy in. I think maybe this one would be really fun. Now, of course, this does have like a sort of a fall-looking overcoat that's really cute. But like I was saying, right here, it just snowed the day before yesterday. And it comes with this sort of, oh gosh, what did they call this fabric? It's not boucle, is it? Is it boucle? Like Chanel often uses these kind of fabrics in their suits. And then it has this sort of springy kind of top. So I think that this sort of still fits a spring theme. And here too, these pants are stitched really nicely. There's nice detail on it where everything is finished so beautifully. So let's get the pants on, Kit. I think it might be called boucle. But, yeah, it fits her nicely. Good, 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 good. All right. Now, these outfits have not been tried on by anyone in, boy, over a decade. You know, my things were in storage for quite some time, and I just, kind of recently got them out of storage. And I've, of course, dressed up some of my dolls, but a lot of these, the ones I'm putting on them right now, these have been, well, I sorted through them and put them in baggies and things like that, but they haven't been actually on a doll in many, many years. Now, I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe there's just a little knot, or, this is stitching here. This may have never been worn. That's a possibility. It looks like it's just a little thread that's stitching that. There, yep, I bet you this is right out of the fashion pack. It may be never worn by anyone yet. At least this little top. See, look, it's still stitched together. Wow. So that's cool. So it's kind of an unboxing, even though we don't see the packaging. And then what does it say here? Oh, this is interesting. All right, so I could be wrong. This may not have been the top that came with it, because on the little photo, I think it's hard to see. Let me grab the photo, because this says My Scene on it. Look at that. See the tag? It says My Scene. So this is not from the Barbie line then, but the rest of it, of course, is. Here, let's see, where's that little coat? Here it is. So it has a different top. See I don't know how well you can see that, but there's the little coat. It's on a blonde Millie, and it came with sunglasses. There's the coat, there's the pants, and then a pink top, but it looks like a plain pink top. And I think when I was just sorting through them, I must have just put this in there thinking, oh, this will go nicely with it. But if we're trying to be authentic, then I have to disclose that it is not actually the one that came with this outfit. So I'm glad I have that little photo that I could show you that. So a lot of the tops in that era had these little ties on it, so you actually had to tie it, which they don't do as much these days. But I know it's a little bit hard for the collectors that have bigger fingers. And it's a little tricky. Now, don't forget, these were Playline dolls created for kids. That fits her really nicely. Look how cute that is. It's really adorable. And it does look nice with those pants. So I am going to go ahead and put this little coat on her just so you can get that full effect. Unless for some reason it's really hard to get her hands through there, which is a possibility. So the inside of this coat is not lined, but it's nicely finished everywhere. This is kind of a cute little, it's not really faux fur, it's completely fabric, but it's a really nice little detail. Well, I think I'm going to need the little plastic sleeves for this, so what I think I'm going to do is put some little shoes on her. These look like they would be cute with it. These are from the one of the kits, one of the Barbie Basics You Create kits. I think this would look nice on her with this outfit. Okay. Let's pull that a little together. These stands are even tricky. I'm definitely waiting for the day that someone comes up with a really good stand that is very easy and fun to use. A little low cut for her. We can pull it up a little bit. Maybe I should have tied that a little tighter. Okay, that's better. And we can just kind of throw this over your shoulder, or you can hold it for now, and then I'll get a little baggy. I think that I'm going to need that. And then it also came with this little pocketbook. So look, I even have the glasses that came with it. I'm surprised that I got the top mixed up because I was so careful about putting everything together, judging from the photos. And then this little faux leather bag has these little details on it. That's just very, very cute. I hope my camera's focusing. I was noticing in one of my past videos that a lot of times these sort of closer shots weren't coming out as clear as I wanted them to. There we go. It's our second girl. And then we have, let's see how they fit on the tall. So here we have Claudette. It's a very beautiful doll. She photographs really well. I'm not sure on, on video if she comes out as nicely as she does in photographs. Let's see, this little pocketbook came with this outfit over here. So let's get that on you. Here we go. So cute. See, it's not all matchy-matchy. It is a little bit, like the denim on that matches the denim on the skirt, but then they've got this extra different fabric that has nothing to do with the rest of it, but it just adds a fun touch. Okay, Claudette, let's see what we have picked out for you. So for Claudette, I thought because of her height, because of course back in the early 2000s, they didn't have the tall Barbies yet. And I thought that for her height, it might work to have these little Bermuda shorts or pedal pushers. And look at the detail on this too. Look at that. Do you see that cute little button over there? That's got this little, its own little flap with this sweet little button. And it does Velcro in the back. So that button is just this extra detail that they put on just because they did things that way. And then there's this little, on either side, there's a little slit that is nicely finished. This is definitely the kind of fabric that people wore, especially in the summertime in those days. So let's get this on Claudette. Oh, yes, and then let's look at the top. This is sort of like a little sports kind of feel, little top. It's very sporty. It kind of looks like maybe soccer, a little takeoff on soccer jersey or something. And this Velcros as well. Let's see. Wow, okay. Okay, that's interesting. So the soft part of the Velcro is very, very soft. Everything's just nicely finished, especially around the collar. And then look at this jean jacket. Is that the cutest thing? Look at the little details on this. These little buttons and this beautiful little stitching. Let's see what it says on the tag. Yeah, it just says genuine Barbie. So hopefully this all fits her. This will be kind of a crop top probably on the tall. I think it probably goes to the waist, yeah, on the regular size Barbies. So let's get this little shirt on you. There you go. Yeah, this is going to be like a little crop top on tall Claudette. Let's get your hair out of the way. Let's see, I don't think these shoes that you're wearing are going to be the right shoes, so let's take them off. Very cute shoes. These came with, I think the model number 5 in Barbie Basics was wearing these, the little Heidi skull. So here again, it's just interesting to me the way they put things together. And this is why I love the line so much. Well, part of the reason I love it for every reason possible. So it's not all matchy-matchy. It kind of goes because you've got a little green in this. So the colors kind of work, but it's not necessarily all matchy-matchy. So it's a little bit of a tight closure on her, but it worked. And there's quite a bit of midriff showing. So it's definitely not made for the talls. But, of course, this sort of crop look does work. And you could always put on a larger top. Mix them. Oh, good. That went really smoothly on. And, of course, these all mix and match really well. I think you originally were supposed to probably do that with them. And I did do that on the ones that I played with. But... of course, just to be able to show you what went with what, I did sort through them all. Now, let's see. Let's get that other hand in as smoothly as that first one. There we go. I'm curious if you're familiar with the line and if you've played with it yourself, or do you have any Fashion Fever dolls or outfits? I know, oh gosh, what is the name? Don't Touch My Dolls. She's a hoot. Really adorable young woman. And she's crazy about Fashion Fever right now. That's what she's mostly after. So she's selling off some of her other dolls that she no longer enjoys as much. And investing in the Fashion Fever dolls that she can find. Now, I guess I didn't close this all that neatly in the back. Shame on me. Let's see. It should meet nicely in the back. So this is definitely a little crop jacket on her, but it does look very fun on her for sure. But I would like that to come up a little bit higher. Of course, she's a model. She can get away with that look, I think. Let's see if we're bending her arms in the correct way. Oh, let's put, what boots would be cute with this? Or shoes? I'm almost thinking cowboy, although she's got those bigger feet. I'm not sure these fit. Yeah, I don't want to break her feet. These might not. That's the other thing with the talls, is that the shoes can be tricky. These are a really nice little pair. I think they're sort of sandals. They're just going to make her a little bit taller. As if you needed that extra height. Little platform sandals. These are not from that era. Now, these outfits did all come with shoes. But of course, on the photographs, I can't tell which shoes came with them. But I do have them. It's just that I wasn't able to, match them up because there's not a lot of information on it. Maybe with a little more effort I could, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it, the photographs that I found, they do sort of, they show the whole doll. So I think if I blew that up, well, I do think these shorts are a little bit small, and I'm having trouble with the stand because it's not gripping cloth, and it's just sliding around on the plastic. So I might forever struggle with the stands. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this is a nice outfit on her, or do you think it's a little bit too much midriff? We could try something different. We could do a mini skirt. But I do love those little pants. They're so adorable. So let's see what fits our little petite, our little Leah. She's actually on a Fashion Fever stand. So these stands came with the Fashion Fever dolls. They were all different colors, and then the sort of cylindrical sleeve went over that, so the doll would be in here, and then the dress, and then the sleeve would go over it, and would have a clear top. I have one bling I'm going to be unboxing, but I don't have any more dolls. I gave the last one that was still in the packaging to my granddaughter for, I think, her birthday or something. I'm not going to say I regret it, but it, wait, what was I going to, maybe I was going to put that on her. I think that's where I made a mistake. I think I was going to put that one on her because I thought it would fit her really nicely. So I think this is the one that I intended for Claudette, because I thought the pants might fit her well. So let's look at that. We should be able to mix and match this, but because of their different and unique body types, some of them will fit better than others, I think. Okay, this little baggie's giving me a hard time. Why? It's the cheap dollar store one, that's why. Yeah, okay. So I think I thought these would fit her better. And then it comes with this little crochet. This is another pair of beautiful little pants. Oh, it has this little sash. Look at that. See what I mean? That little extra touch that they didn't need to add. They just did. And that's what makes it so fashionable and cool. Look at that. And then these have little slits on the sides again. This was gotten a little bent from the packaging. And then they're these called grommets. I think they're grommets now this one does have working pockets. So I'm going to at least change the pants, but I might change the whole thing and get it. I think this one would be cuter on Leah. I do find it a little bit low on her. I should have put names on the baggies on what I had intended them for, because I did give it some thought. But, you're never really sure till you actually try it on the dolls. So let's see if I think these pants are going to fit her better. but of course I'm not sure. Yeah, they are a little bit better. They don't ride quite as low, and then it gives her, even though they are still sort of pedal pushers, it gives her a little bit more length. I'm not 100% sure that that's what they're calling them. Back in the day, I know they had pedal pushers, and I think they were about this length, but now, what are they calling them? I'm not sure. I do actually get Vogue magazine now. You'd think I'd read it once in a while so I could know the fashion terms, although fashion has changed so much. Well, of course, things are, what goes around comes around kind of thing. It's coming around again. Yeah, I don't remember now what you know what it is? It's not that the fashions change so much. They just call them by different names. So I think that, oops, her hair is tricky. This is where we should probably pop her head off. Now I'm trying to think. I don't think she comes with the pop-off head. No, I don't think so. Broken Dolly TV did something really smart. She puts a little dot with a Sharpie, a little waterproof dot on the back of the neck of all, like right there, in the back of her dolls that are the new neck peg that pops off so easily, so that she doesn't accidentally just try to pop off the head of a doll that does not have that kind of body and damage the doll, like I was tempted to do just now. So now, that's interesting. Yep, this is a cute crochet top. Oh yeah, this looks really nice on her. Okay, so my original plan worked well. So this one has these very thin little, I guess it's like yarn that to tie in the back. So excuse me for doing that off camera, but I've got to see what I'm doing here. So that's kind of tricky. I think for a little kid that would have been hard, because these are Playline dolls, but I think that they're probably meant for kids like maybe my Adira's age, and she's 8. Even she would have trouble with that, I think. Oh, this is much better. See, the top is longer, so it's definitely better suited to her. Now, those shoes, one of them went flying, so I'm going to just put a different pair of shoes on her. I've got these little, real simple ones. I think they're might have come with the chef, but they're kind of like clogs, but I don't know if that's the right shoe. Not really for that, actually. It's not really the right shoe. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, these are boots. Let's see. I think that definitely just wants a short little shoe. Okay, well, I think I will just put these on for now until I... Yeah, no, it really is not working. Let me pick up that one that fell down. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you have to have good shoes. I have had bad feet my whole life, so I've never been a real shoe person. I kind of had to wear whatever fit properly and didn't kill my feet, but I do really understand the aesthetics of having the right shoe with the right outfit. That's why the sandals are much better. So she's adorable in this. Now, this is the jacket. Nope, that came with the other one. Let's see. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, this is the jacket. So this is the jacket that came with this outfit. So this is, again, nicely finished on the inside. It's not lined, but it's a corduroy jacket. And I think they were fond of doing these little fabric whatever this is, that mimics fur, but it's not actually faux fur. It's just very soft, fluffy fabric. So I'm not going to bother putting that on her. I do think it will fit, but I love it just the way it is so much. I don't think it needs the jacket. Here, let's stand you right here. That's very cute. And straighten that out. I love that crocheted top. And I really, really enjoy this little sash on the jeans. That little added tiny touch of just cuteness. I just love the little extra attention they gave to detail. I'm trying to remember where the clothes were being made during that period of time, if it was the Philippines or Thailand. But this is the jacket that comes with it. Okay, back to Leah. Now we're going to put this outfit on Leah. And I think it will be nice on her. And also, the coloring's nice on her. I don't know how I goofed that one up. But I think it'll definitely fit her better. Definitely, it closes better in the back. And it won't show quite as much midriff on a petite. Now, of course, these all came on standard dolls. And as far as I remember, I don't think they're articulated at all. Well, yeah, the standard 5 points of articulation, but past that, no. We just didn't mind that much, although I always wanted my dolls to sit. Oh, that's so cute on her. Look at that. See, that fits much better. I think my original instincts were definitely correct because Claudette looks very cute in this one, and Leah looks really nice in this one. Now, let's see, she needs shoes. What do we have for you, Leah? Not much. I should definitely get more shoes. These little Barbie ones are adorable. They gave us really nice shoes with these kits, the You Create kits. Look at these little, they're little slides that have a bee on it. Whoops, so sorry. Bee on it for Barbie. It's the Barbie logo bee. Just so adorable. Like, look at that. See, that, I do appreciate that. I feel like Mattel is capable of doing these really cute things. They just don't, it's got to be budget stuff, that we just don't understand and won't. It's all about money. And, whoops, another shoe goes flying. Oh, probably this outfit, I would just do really cute little tennis shoes with it. I just had that one pair out here. I didn't bring any other ones with me. And our wall of shoes here is just way too fancy, but I think these little bee shoes are cute. They're just not staying on her feet. Oh, I have heard other collectors that unbox these kits complain about that, how I really don't understand why they don't make Barbie feet all the same size. I know in real life people have different size feet, I get that, but for the dolls, I don't think we need to be that picky. I think a lot of petite people might have big feet. I don't know. I've only had one tiny girl, a petite friend in my life, so that's what I was saying in my last video, is that I've really only known one tall girl, and honestly, I've really only known one really short person. So I was commenting that I feel like the You Create kits would be more successful if they had more regular bodies and they weren't shoving the petites and the curvies and the talls down our throats. I think a lot of people didn't buy them for that reason. I was looking for the comb. I did have it here, but I think she had her hair sort of pulled. She had this little tiny thing pulled back when I unboxed her, but I let it go. I let it out for some reason. It is cute on her. I like it. I'm contemplating doing some things with their hair as well, but for now, I'm leaving everybody. Okay, so the last girl we have, still in a robe, is our beautiful Heidi. I wanted to ask you about the earrings. If any of you have the You Create kits, if you're having the same issue, I love these earrings, but they should really be sitting like this, like chain earrings that fall down from the weight and gravity, and these just stick out. And it must be the way they drill the holes, like instead of going up, well, I don't know. They did. It's just drilled wrong, and these are better. But I have that issue with these two. See, they shouldn't be sticking out like that. So my favorite earrings now are the ones that came with the You Create kits, because they don't seem to have that same crazy issue. Well, although this did come with the You Create kits, so I don't know. It's not the earrings, it's the dolls, I think. I mean, I don't know for sure on what, I don't know. 100% I don't know. So I'm going to try this mini skirt on Heidi and see if that fits. I was a little bit concerned that nothing would fit the curvy. So I did bring an alternative, but this skirt looked like it might, no, it won't close on her. I mean, you could get away with it in a photo. No, it will. I just had to get it up. It's very short though. Let's see if that's indecently short. So it doesn't have one of those. Let's see. Where's your top, Heidi? Let's see what top came with this. Okay, this one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's too short. It doesn't have one of those modesty panels that help the skirt stay put. And I was able to close it in the back, but, her butt's out, so we can't have that. So that's not a good solution after all. All right, it was worth a shot. So what I did, I sort of, anticipated that I might have problems. What I did was I brought some men's clothes, some Ken outfits that are also either Fashion Fever or from that era. Now, I believe this was one of the outfits because I looked it up. I'm just not sure which turtleneck. In the photograph, it looks beige. I guess this is kind of beige. It looked like white, and I was like, I don't think that's the right one, because this was yellow. Definitely wasn't yellow. So I think it came with that turtleneck, this jacket, and then a very nice pair of jeans. So, of course, this is very masculine. So I thought maybe what would be cute on Heidi is this, which is sort of like a color-blocked outfit. Now, this was not Fashion Fever, but it is from that era. If any of you know what this is, where this, what line it belongs to, please write it in the comments below. I thought it might be the United Colors of Benetton. But I tried to find it, and it's not coming up. I could not find this outfit anywhere. And I think there must have been a top that came with, a jacket over it. But it's definitely from that era, or just before the Fashion Fever line, because it still has the snaps and not the Velcro. So that's kind of more the late 1990s, the real early 2000s. So I think Fashion Avenue has a lot of those snaps. I'd have to really kind of take a good look to find out for sure if Fashion Avenue did Velcro. I think the Velcro came later, where it became popular for doll clothes. So this may or may not work on her. So it's possible that the Fashion Fever outfits just will not fit the curvies, period. And, you know, which that's kind of a shame, but it's like that in real life, you know. I've always had a decent sized butt on me. It's always been a struggle on finding clothes that look good on you, and there'd be really cute outfits that I'd want to wear, but just nope, not for your body shape, and wouldn't even come in my size. Or okay, there we go. Well, let's see. This could. It's too big here. So it's definitely made for Ken. And, you know, I was hoping it would look good on her because I don't think I'd use this for Ken these days. It's just kind of, you know, nothing that's in style right now, so I wouldn't really use it for any of my Kens, right? I don't, at the time I purchased it, it probably was in style. Now, I could also take it in. That's a possibility. Otherwise, I kind of like it. I mean, the pants are a little bit baggy on her, but I kind of like it. So I think what we have to do to not leave her out is put on that other outfit, maybe without the jacket. The jacket seems like it's just a step too much. But I think the jeans and the little turtleneck would fit her. And the other thing I brought over is this this top, which is also Ken's, but it is definitely from that era. I'm pretty sure it's Fashion Fever. Yeah, it has the same tag that the Fashion Fevers have. I just couldn't find a photo of that one either on what the bottoms were. It could have been khakis instead of jeans. A lot of the Fashion Fever for the men, for the Ken dolls, came with khaki pants. Although, you know, they didn't have that many, only a couple. There weren't that many fashion packs. See, this also is the same kind of, well, it's a different kind of snap. This one is dark, but other than that, it's the same. So, you know, I'm not positive now either. Like, these jeans could also be from more of the Fashion Avenue era, like a little bit before Fashion Fever. It's possible. Now, they do seem to snap well on her, so the fit is nice. Let's see. Yep, the fit is nice. This has working pockets in the back and the front. Very, very cute. Now, let's see, is this too masculine for her? I wish we had a little top that would fit you nicely, Heidi. Let's see, maybe I don't want to dress you all in boys' clothes. Let's see if this, although, you know, these aren't going to fit. See, like this top is cute, but look, that's not going to fit her. So I think, dear Heidi, we might have to give up on you getting you into Fashion Fever clothes. But I think I will put this turtleneck on you. I think that'll be cute. Let's do the yellow one just to give you a little bit of color. But let's see. What did this come with? Okay, just to finish that little mini skirt outfit, since I had it out, I'm going to just show you. So I showed you the skirt with the nice little details. And then the top that went with it is this one that I just showed you now. And in one of my videos, I was talking about the poor boys shirts that went with mini skirts back in the day, and I was saying how they're ribbed. This is what they were like. See the ribbed, I don't know if you can see the ribbed texture on this cotton fabric, but that's what the poor boys were like, but usually with short sleeves. And I'm not sure the ribs went vertically. I kind of remember them going horizontally, but maybe that was just, the one that my sister got, or eventually, I don't know if I ever got one. I don't think I actually did. So this is the little vest that goes with it, that's just sort of pumps it up with the zipper. Look at that. Look at this cute little details. There's a little buckle here, so you can close that up if you want. This zipper is not a working zipper, but it looks like it would be. And this, you can buckle it. And then, so this is how it looks. And then these little leg warmers come with it. So that kind of, it's not all matchy-matchy, but the color goes with that. So this was on the bottom. So maybe on a future video, we might put that on somebody. But I don't want to make this one any longer than it already is. I think it already got a little bit too long. But I'll just get this on Heidi. Maybe I'll keep trying to find something for Heidi that sort of goes with this line, but it's not the end of the world. She's got some nice clothes, and I keep finding little things. I've gotten a couple things on Etsy that, it's just not that era. I wanted to do all Fashion Fever for this video, and I'm not going to be able to do that. Well, actually, this top is kind of tough to put on her. There we go. So what I have to do, I think, is just go through all my Ken clothes. There is one, I just couldn't find it. There was a purple sort of windbreaker with baggy pants that were the same fabric as the windbreaker, and that would have looked cute on her. I have no idea what happened to it. I have it somewhere. I'm trying to organize all my clothes, and I will be doing a video on the clothes organization at some point because it is really fun. I think I came up with a nice method that I'd like to share with you, because that's the other thing that's really challenging now. So, the Ken clothes does fit her, but you don't want it to be so baggy. I think that curvier girls look much nicer with tighter fitting clothes. So, of course, I guess I would tuck that in probably in this case, just to give her more of a waist. But these jeans are a little bit too baggy on her. I mean, I could roll them up, but I think that it's a matter of just trying on different Ken clothes, maybe finding some that aren't quite so masculine looking, and wearing it that way, or just wear the ones that came with the kits and the Barbie Basics. There's a lot of really great outfits that are in that line. So I think this is one of those. I think these jeans are just too baggy, and I think this is this top. If I were to put it on her, I would tie it, or if it's too hard to tie it, just twist it like this in a knot and put if you put a little elastic on it, which I, of course, don't have at my fingertips either, but you can see that tightens it right up and makes it work. So we could come up with a decent look for that. But anyway, so guess what? I found I guess it's a tracksuit that is also Fashion Fever. And this was made for Ken dolls. But I had a feeling that Heidi would really rock this outfit if I found it. So since there aren't any Fashion Fever fashions that were made for Barbie that fit our little curvy Heidi, I went for the menswear. Now, they didn't have that many for the guys. So it was cool that I had this tracksuit. I knew I had it, and I just needed to locate it. So it Velcros in the back. The jacket's really nicely made. The only, I wouldn't say problem, but the challenge I had was it does have the Velcro because it's meant to be used this way for the Ken dolls. It closed up all the way. And I felt that was just covering so much up and not being feminine enough for Heidi. So I think to photograph her, I can just pull back this area a little bit. And the other side can go either way. It looks, I think, no, it wouldn't. It would go this way. So just kind of pull it back a little bit. I wish this tracksuit had pockets because that would be really cool for her to put her hands in her pockets. And I just took a little top from the You Create Barbie Basics kit. One of the kits had that. It's the one with the little mesh top, which is cute. I like it a lot. I kind of wish that if we had a black one of these, I don't even know where this one came from. It's probably just a bathing suit top, but it's a really cute bralette. It's just the color was a little bit too vibrant next to it. It just wasn't working right. So I opted for the black. I also tried this yellow, but it was, again, covering up too much. So I think if a woman is going to wear menswear, there has to be some kind of a little touch of femininity somewhere. So that's our little Heidi. She finally is able to join the rest of the group. And so thank you so much for coming along on this Fashion Fever journey, fashion show, I guess. And don't forget to like, comment, and share if you enjoyed this content. And it really helps me out in the algorithm to spread the word that I'm out here, a little struggling new channel. But I think I do have some nice content. So thank you again so much to my subscribers and to all of those who comment or watch. I really appreciate all of you. And oh my gosh, I love the doll community so much. So take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next video. And I'll be unboxing the Maeve Riley dolls soon. I have some cool stuff to say about her. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Friends are laughing, music high, spring break vibes, we're flying by. Beach parties, endless nights, oh yeah, dancing till the morning light. Road trips, wind in our hair, every moment we're all there. Spring break vibes, we're living free, laughing, traveling, just you and me. Spring break vibes, feel the beats, dancing, dancing, dreaming on the beach. Sunsets paint the sky so bright,